So one thing that I learned at this job is peace, creativity, your mental health is so much more important than money. While we would have our tables, people would walk up to us while we're making our drinks, just like our soft drinks. People would just come from the lobby, walk right up, hey, can I get a coffee?
Can I get a cappuccino?
So we had to stop taking care of our tables, which our tables are self-seating. So they sit wherever they want, whenever they want, how many ever they want, however big the party was.
Can I get a cappuccino?
You have to stop what you're doing, go to the back and make a cappuccino for this guest. Get a room number, name, and have them pay for it. There were roaches, but the roaches were mostly in the back with our stuff. That was annoying, but that wasn't even the biggest thing. Like, they kind of got the roaches under control, kind of. It was just the rats. It was just like a rat. Maybe it was one rat or two, but it was just a rat that would just constantly come out at the same time a day. Yeah, that's basically all I got on him. I'm happy I never saw it because I would scream. I will scream. And so for guests to see that while they're eating, I can't even. But a lot of them were cool about it, to be honest. A lot of guests, they weren't angry or mad. They just wanted to bring it to my attention, and I just felt like I'm apologizing, but I also would like a manager to come out and apologize about it too. Never got my heart's desires. Never got my wishes. And you could just imagine, like, the comments that we would get from guests and the complaints that we would receive when food was taking so long or when the order was wrong and they still had to wait the full amount of time, because on the fly means nothing here. And for me, I'm naturally a people pleaser. Like, I just want people to be happy. And those comments and just not being able to help, like, I can't even get my table buffalo sauce, like, just really not being able to do anything just really kind of put me in a bad mental state. Like, sometimes the panic, you guys, would be so bad and the guests would be so angry that I would just go to the bathroom. I started to see people differently. I started to expect the worst from people. I started to get my hopes were like down on my way into work. All I did was think about how somebody was gonna let me down, how something was gonna go wrong. Like, I just was like, I don't know if my manager's gonna let me down or my coworker's gonna let me down or if a table's gonna go crazy on me. I can kind of deal with rough customers. At this point, my skin got a little bit tougher at this place. A lot of drinking going on. A lot of drinking. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of drinking. A lot of alcohol. Yeah. And I'm just trying to, like I said, I have anxiety, so I went to the doctor. They gave me medication, and with the medication, you're not supposed to drink. So I'm like, I can't really be in an environment where alcohol is constantly being consumed. So that wasn't helping. Those are the reasons that led me to quit. But my main reason would be, like, it was just costing me my peace. It was really costing me my peace. And then, yeah, I made a lot of money, but I was so unhappy, I would just blow the money. Like, my heart was being trained for disappointment. And a lot of people are always like, you're always in a great mood, you're always smiling, I've never seen you, like, upset or mad or angry. And in order for me to keep that and protect that and preserve it, I can't be in environments where it's threatened. I'm not gonna let you suffocate this. So one thing that I learned at this job is peace, creativity, your mental health is so much more important than money. I can't stress that enough. So I actually went to the doctor and he was like, you can take weeks off, from this job. He's like, how is your condition, anxiety? Is it affecting your job? And I'm just like, yeah, only because I'm hiding in the restroom. say it is affecting a little. My psychiatrist is like, is your condition like affecting your attendance? And I'm like,
I'm late every day. Every single stinking day.
she's like, okay. Yeah, so I took the FMLA. So embarrassing because I've been telling people I was taking an FML.
What?
I even wrote it in an email to HR, and I went into the office and I was like, I need to take an FML. And she's like, you mean FMLA? And I'm like, whatever. I need it. So I did take 3 weeks off, and it was just like so refreshing. But as it came to the end, I started to get nervous again. I started having nightmares. And even after I quit, I had nightmares that I had to work my last day. And I kept just in the dream, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I quit. I don't have to be here. It was just like a reoccurring dream. I've never had reoccurring dreams. My biggest success was, like I said, two success. How valuable peace is and mental health, and how much more it is than money. And second thing is, I was able to get my cousin a job there. So I felt like that was a success, right? My little cousin, who I got a job in Orlando, Florida, she's working at the kids club. Maybe a week after I quit, my aunt calls me, says my little cousin's in the hospital. She got carbon monoxide poison. Working, there were no monoxide detectors in the kids club. She spends the night in the hospital. Doctors say she looks like she's been smoking for 50 years, her lungs look like. I tried to count that as a success, and here she is in the hospital. But that girl went back. She got better and she went back. I'm proud of you, because a lot of people wouldn't go back, and that shows that she has resilience. So I'm still gonna count that as a win. Well, the moral of the story is, if something is putting your mental health like that, if something is threatening your peace, threatening your desire to even create, threatening your desire to get out the bed, I think you should just draw the line. No amount of money is worth that. And you can't go on like that. Like, you can't thrive. You can survive, but you won't thrive. And you don't want to live like that. So I encourage you, if something is making you feel like that, a friendship, a relationship, anything, like, say no. Like, put an end to it. I didn't realize it now, but I guess I was giving like a couple of cries for help. I would tell my closest coworkers, I'd be like, I don't think I can do this anymore. And he said something like, have you ever made money anywhere else? Have you ever made this much money? As if like this is all I'll ever be. And I'm just here to tell you guys, do not let people limit you. Don't let people place limits on you, on your life. They don't know you. They didn't create you. They don't know what's in your DNA. They don't know what you're capable of, and they don't know what doors God is capable of opening for you. And I told my other coworker, I don't think I can do this another day. I just don't. I really don't. And he says, why are you so weak? Why are you being weak? You're weak. I don't even think I responded to that. Because I'm just like, you don't know what type of mental battles that people are facing. And for you to just be like, oh, you're weak. It's not the job. It's not the manager. It's not the structure. It's not the establishment. It's you. When people say stuff like, you're so weak, either they don't recognize your strength or they don't value it. And you don't even need a response to people like that. You don't. It's not your responsibility to prove the strength that you have. But yeah, those two coworkers are the same coworkers calling me.
Oh, we miss you. Are you gonna come up here and eat? Are you gonna come up here?
And just for the record, the last day that I worked with that coworker who called me weak. I didn't know it was my last day. I didn't know. It was like I worked, and then the next day the doctor sent me my papers for FMLA, and then I just didn't come back for the 4 weeks of my FMLA, and then I never went back. But it was my last day I worked with him, and I brought in $800 by myself. It was so much. Yeah, I know he went in the system. He had to swipe my card, and he looked at my tips probably to see where I was. It was so much money. He thought that I had tips from the previous shift. I'm like, nah, big bruh, nah. I really didn't know that was gonna be my last shift, but I'm so happy it was. I left on a really good note. And they brought in my partners. They brought in like 4, 5, you know. And I'm not here to make anybody feel bad. I never would talk about the money. I never would have any comments about the money that people brought in. But it is what it is. If you don't get anything from this video, your sanity is so much more than any amount of money. Your peace is so much more. Your creativity is so much more. You don't need to be where people are putting limits on you and where people don't value your strength. You are so much more, and they don't know what God has for you. If something is throwing off your creativity, just destroying you, just draining you of your energy, and you just are not thinking how you usually would think. You know, I started thinking like people are the worst, or what's gonna go wrong today, or how is someone gonna hurt me today. You need to leave that environment, and you don't want to stay somewhere where people are limiting you and where people are not valuing your strength, valuing what you bring to the table. You just don't. So here I am, unemployed, but you guys, I feel so happy. I have no money, but I just still feel so happy. I feel like there's so much opportunity, and there's so many routes and so many ways, and just I'm gonna explore. No job is perfect, right? But when you're tossing, turning, having nightmares, your nervous system is off, it's not worth it. It's not. So that is why I left my highest paying job in 2025. I didn't really have a purpose for starting this channel, but I'm glad you guys are here. Hi, my name is Brittany. Welcome. I guess I started this channel because I don't have a job, and I have the time to do it now. So I feel like everyone is like a pro or a guru, and I'm just like here, like not really a pro at anything, not really a guru at anything. I could just do hair and makeup, but hair and makeup, nails is like the cherry on, it's like the icing on top. Like, I'm going through life just like you're going through life. And if I can help one person avoid a mistake or go around something or overcome a struggle, then my life means something. And so that's what I'm here to do. And I'm not gonna be like, Brittany, I'm Brittany, let me teach you how to do this. I'm gonna teach you how to do this. Like, I'm gonna learn from you guys just as well as you're gonna learn from me. There's more of you than there is of me. So it's gonna be like this here, okay? This is how this channel is gonna go. Love you guys. Bye.